Alright, so, I'm just gonna continue with the hunting quests. Just move this so you can actually see me walking. I'm in Circana right now. Heading towards the grasslands where the black wolves are, and that's what I'm gonna do. This quest still gives you, the Ice Bolt book, which you could use to learn Ice Bolt, but since they have that new combat training quest, you probably don't need to do very much, because the 200 experience, is kinda nice, but isn't all that great. So it recommends level 6 to 8, and as long as you have decent grasp of combat, you can easily do this. You basically just want to combo the wolf and then load up either counter or defense. And if you load up counter, then you probably want to use defense after that. It shouldn't do too much damage as long as you have defense up, but they can crit fairly well, and you have to watch out because wolves tend to smash and counter quite often. So we're gonna go hunt those, and then there's also a brown bear. You might go fight that. That'll be a little bit more difficult, and you get a fine leather for that, which isn't all that valuable to NPCs to sell. However, players can buy those for a decent amount of money, so that's a pretty nice reward if you can get someone that wants to buy it. Anyway, so there's a black wolf. If you have dual wield swords, you may not even need to combo a skill. If you have like, yeah, I have a 3-hit combo with these, well, one each, so I get 6 hits total, and that's able just to kill a wolf right out, so that's not even all that difficult. And can't see him. Should probably close that quest, because you have the little update right there. So we got some gold from that one. And this is generally the quest beacons right here, and they're generally just all around this area. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Back in the day when bots were patrolling this area, sometimes they'd take over the black wolves and it wouldn't be enough to spawn to really help you. But yeah, as long as you just have 2 swords, then you're pretty good. I mean, I don't even have a real sword on my other hand, it's just a wooden one. And I'm doing totally okay. I mean, I haven't raked any skills, so it's not like I have any extra strength than anyone else would have, I don't think. And that's it. That's how it's done. So now I have to open the quest again. Complete the quest, and then I guess this would be a good time to talk. Oh, wolf arrow, go to me. So I countered it, and I'm gonna load defense, because after a counter they generally tend to run at you, and they got it. Now the other wolf noticed me. That's another thing. Wolves, if you're in a combat stance, if you press spacebar, it'll get into a combat stance, and if you press it again, you'll get into a non-combat stance. And wolves will tend to aggro you if you're in a combat stance. Couldn't load 1 million time. See, even without defense, just with the armor that they give you, well, you might not have the armor anymore because they changed around the beginning quest again, but if you do G1 far enough, you actually get the Adventurer Crux armor, which actually gives you more defense than the light armor I'm currently using, so that would help you even more. I'm gonna summon my horse and head to where brown bears are. They're usually in Dungold Island in the forest. It's usually the best place to find them. And then from the wolf quest we got Ice Bolt Origin Training, and you can see it's a book right here. Let me plot out my course. Make it so number 1. Anyway, Ice Bolt Origin Training. If I didn't have Ice Bolt, I could read this and then I'd learn the Ice Bolt skill, probably novice, and then I could train it. And that's how. Well, it used to be one of the ways you get Ice Bolt back before, like, the combat training gave you, like, every basic skill. So now it's pretty much useless. You can't trade it to people who don't have Ice Bolt, and most beginners will already have Ice Bolt because of the new quest, so you might as well just drop it. I don't believe NPCs usually buy books back, even if they have a sell price, so. If not, it's just money. You can always make it back some other time. So we're gonna fight brown bears. It's gonna be a bit harder. I'm gonna use this potion I have, because just having 1 potion is kind of a waste of inventory space, because you can have 20 or 25 otherwise. And yeah, I definitely need to bank some of this stuff. Like, I don't use a pickaxe every other minute, so yeah. So I'm gonna kill a bear. I'm gonna switch out my club, which I got from my dungeon for my Warhammer, because I believe the Warhammer just does more damage. The club has 1 to 45. The thing about blunt weapons, 3 to 50. The thing about blunt weapons is they generally have really high max damage, but also really low max damage, and it's generally good to have a good balance, which you get from dex and or ranking skills like blunt mastery, sword mastery. But anyway, so just south of Chiricahua is a logging camp, and then in the forest over here, there's generally bears, some wolves, some sprites. The hunt redbird quest. Guess we'll do that as well. But 2 swords is generally the best as a beginner because you can get the most hits. Now, bears have a lot more HP than say wolves, and they do a lot more damage. So if he would have critted me in my defense position, it probably would have done a lot of damage. Now, bears have a habit of starting to load defense and then canceling right after to try to psych you out. There's a red bear. This one's going to be harder than brown bear. I believe it goes brown, red, black, and black is the hardest, I think. Yeah, anyway. So this red bear's going to be a bit harder. And so, like I was saying, bears tend to... Yeah, he is about 3 times as much. Well, more health. Yeah, he did 14, even though I had defense up. So, if they do stuff like that, see, he just started defense and countered. Bears are kind of a really fast-paced enemy to fight. And this bear in particular is switching skills really fast. But, as we're saying, he hit 14 through defense, which out of my 76 health is actually a fair number. So you want to use stuff like windmill and counter to stop them from attacking you. You also get your own attack in, and you take no damage whatsoever. Now, windmill is tricky because bears run really fast, so you need to be fast on the draw once they get in range. I just spam click within my range and get them when they hit it. So we complete the brown bear quest, which gives us that fine leather. Move this heart sticker over there. And 600 experience. And then move on to the red bear. Now, okay, this gives a finest leather. That's like probably worth about 10k, at least on Rari. The prices shift, and the different servers have different prices, so you really can't tell, but as long as you have a buyer, they're going to be worth something. So I'm going to drop stuff. I really need to get rid of some things. Those are regular standard potions. Those are standard potions for beginners. Homestead tomato seed. Well, I guess so. Oh, probably. The God's Terror Auction House. Those are for the recent events. Alright, hold on, I need to shut my door because that vacuum. I don't know if that helped, and sorry for the noise. I noticed my mic picks up stuff a lot more than I think it does. I'm gonna go to my homestead real quick. How much is a pickaxe to buy, I wonder? First of all, actually putting that pickaxe there. Oops, I'm putting this, but that works. Cooking my pickaxe will give me more inventory, so I'm gonna harvest these and then level up. See, every time you plant, or every time you grow plants and stuff, you get like con, which is basically homestead experience, and as you get more con, you'll level up, and your homestead will get bigger, and you can build more things and whatnot. But I'm basically just going to use up my seeds that I have. Homesteads are really good for herbs, because you can build herb patches. You need 30 herbs, and a certain amount of homestead stones. This is like 3, maybe 5. Probably depends on the herb patch. But they'll reset every day, and you can get like 5 to like 10 herbs from a patch, depending on the weather and whatnot, because weather makes it. So I might as well turn this into a little bit about homesteads. I don't know if I went into building, but use homestead stones. Requires 2 homestead stones to build stuff like farmland and stuff, and then you also use them to plant vegetables, which give you homestead stones. So you get 10 homestead stones per day. That is, of course, barring lucky finishes, which will, give you a random amount. A huge lucky finish could be like 21 homestead stones, and I think just a lucky will give you 2, and big lucky will probably give you somewhere in between there, I would guess, because it's between those two. Anyway, so it takes time to build stuff. Farmland's pretty fast, so I'm just gonna wait and then plant some strawberries, which I have. Yeah, 4 strawberries. So the good thing is that those will just grow even when if I'm offline, so I can just exit it and come back later and they'll be grown. Alright, so that was a couple of hunting quests, and tips on bears and wolves. So just to go over that again, wolves like to smash and counter a lot, however they have fairly low HP, so if you have a dual sword combo going, probably need to worry too much about them. And then for bears, they have a lot more health and do a lot more damage compared to wolves, and they run really fast, and they have smash, counter, and defense. However, they'll often start loading defense and then cancel loading the skill and then just run at you, so that's something to watch out for. So most of the time after you hit them, you want to load defense or counter or windmill and just stay in it until they start walking around in defense. When they start walking around in defense, it usually means they're going to stay in it until they cancel it normally by just sitting in it too long. So anyway, that is some killing quests and some other stuff, and yeah, I'm looking to start G1, but might clear out some of these random quests in the meantime. Lots of different stuff got to do. So yeah, one last thing, I don't know if the hunting quests will necessarily come to newer characters, because they're some like the oldest quests in the game, so I don't know if they redid the beginner quests, if they still give those quests or not. So if you don't have those, don't sweat. You might get them later, you might not. The leathers might get you some some money if you can find a buyer, but if not, the rewards really aren't all that stellar. So anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys later.